Good evening, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Keys Boxing Gym Talk. I'm your host, K-Rob216. Man, thank you guys for tuning in, man. Apologies for the about 8-9 day wait for the next video. Been on vacation with my family in North Carolina. Work, a lot of other stuff, man. But I did want to, get back into things and stuff like that, man. So, like and subscribe, man. One thing I did want to talk about, man, maybe two things I want to talk about. One, Dan Rodriguez, man, moved up to bantamweight. Now he's a 3-weight world champion. Defeated Antonio Vargas, man, knocked him out. Very good match. It was tactical at first in the first 2 rounds. Then the third and the fourth round, that's when they both started opening up and firing off shots and stuff like that. Antonio Vargas was trying to let him know that you can't bully me around. Your power's not gonna be worth anything up here in the bantamweight division until Bam Rodriguez started using angles and started using the better shot selection and got him out of here and let him know that my power is here to stay at 18 pounds and possibly at 122 pounds. I liked it, man. Like I said, the weight didn't seem like it was going to be an issue. It seemed like it was at first, like I said, Antonio Vargas, I think it was like in the 4th round or something like that, pushing him back, throwing punches and stuff like that, man. And like I said, man, but Bam Rodriguez, I love watching him fight, man, because he's a great finisher, man. Once he gets you hurt, once he smells blood in the water, he's taking off on you. He's not letting up, and he knows how to finish, just like those great Mexican fighters know how to finish, like the great Barreras. Marquez, I think, is the greatest Mexican finisher of all time. But Bam Rodriguez is right up there. And like I said, man, it was great. Great performance. Very happy for him. Now the world wants to see him versus Inoue. Me personally, man, I wouldn't go straight into that fight next. That's just moving right up to 100. That's moving up 2 weight classes at a short time span. We don't even know if he's gotten acclimated to the bantamweight division yet. We don't know that yet. Inoue is, I think we've seen Inoue's best days, even though he's the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. So I'm not discrediting him. I just think he was more explosive in the lower weight classes. He did do his thing against Junto Nakatani. I did see that fight as being very competitive until the end. He started getting off his shots and stuff like that. And then Nakatani got hurt, and that's when Inoue took advantage, and that's what he was supposed to do. That's exactly what he was supposed to do. Like I said, Bam Rodriguez, I don't think he should go into his next fight doing that. I would honestly say let that fight happen next year, next summer, or something like that. Bam Rodriguez, he could fight another fight, defend his WBA bantamweight title later on this year. Maybe a fight in March or something like that of 2027, up at super bantamweight. Let's see how well he does for Fury, how well he does against other fighters in the super bantamweight division. And then we can go ahead for a mega showdown. And no, that's a fight that I definitely want to see 2 people on the pound-for-pound list. I definitely, like I said, I love Bam Rodriguez. I love Inoue, but I'm going to be rooting for the American. Does he have enough? Does he have what it takes? I don't know. Bam does like to leave himself open sometimes. He likes to trade some time and stuff like that. But Bam is also great in his shot selection. He's going to need that against Inoue. And to me, that's what Inoue weaknesses is, the stuff when the person gets their shot selection up to par, like Junko Nakatani did. He got him some range and he started firing off on Inoue. Nonito Donaire, the first fight, he had some great shot selections and caught Inoue with some great punches and stuff like that. And I think Bam is the person to do that. He can do that. He can hit him with some great shots and great combos and stuff like that. It's just what can he do when Inoue starts firing back? When Inoue starts finding those openings that I see sometime with Bam when he fights. Like I said, excellent fighter. But he does have some openings that I see and stuff like that Inoue could take advantage of, let alone with his size and stuff, because he's been at super bantamweight for a long time. And he has carried his power up there. He's stopped people that are now at featherweight and at, you know, at junior lightweight and stuff like that. Stop them with one, you know, put them down with one punch. How Bam has been down before, Inoue has been down before. I don't think this fight will go the whole 12 rounds, but I'm going to say my prediction, you know, until that fight happens. But my thing is just, though, don't rush into that fight. Get yourself comfortable at 18 pounds. Then move up at bantamweight next year, you know, super bantamweight at the beginning of next year. Do this thing the right way, man. This is how you see the downfall of fighters, on the pressure for the fans and you know, the people of the boxing world, the hardcore boxing world and stuff like that. They pressure you into moving up to these 2 weight classes in a span of, you know, such and such and stuff like that. Like, I can see if he was, you know, Bam Rodriguez was, you know, was athletic like a Bud Crawford or something like that, or like a Roy Jones. He just doesn't have the athleticism as those fighters that can help him move up to different weight classes, numerous weight classes at a short span of time. For him to defeat Inoue right now, give us some time. You know, don't let him eat his way up to super bantamweight. Let him, you know, work his way, train his way the right way. Let this be a fair fight. So let's just say if Inoue does win, there won't be a lot of excuses about he moved up too fast and stuff like that. Let this fight just come to fruition. Let it come organically. And, you know, and yeah, and I'll be one of the first people to, you know, to order that fight on pay-per-view, because I know that's what it's going to be on pay-per-view, because those are two the greatest in the world right now. Pound for pound, the best in the world right now. So let's let that fight just, you know, marinate. Let these guys get greater. And, you know, our gift, they're going to give us that gift later on, man. So, you know, that's all my time, man. Like and subscribe, man. And I'll get back with you guys later on.